One unhappy childhood. Everyone has a childhood, but not every childhood is filled with laughter and warm memories. For some children, one single moment, one single wound, becomes a shadow that follows them for the rest of their lives. They grow up, they go to school, they find jobs, but inside, they are still carrying that child, scared, silent, unseen. And today, we'll listen to the story of one such soul. The story of Daniel, a boy whose childhood scars shaped his entire life until the day he discovered that healing was possible. But before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss the next story that just might change the way you see life. Part 1. The Childhood That Never Ended. His name was Daniel. On the outside, he looked like any other man. Quiet, polite, always on time for work. But inside, Daniel carried scars that no one could see. When he was a child, his home was not a place of warmth. His father's anger shook the walls. His mother's silence was heavier than any scream. And Daniel, just a little boy, learned that the safest way to survive was to stay invisible. He stopped talking at the dinner table. He stopped laughing in the schoolyard. He learned to shrink his presence, to hide his feelings, to lock his heart away where no one could hurt it. Years passed. The boy grew taller. His voice deepened, but the shadow of that childhood never left him. Part 2. The Man Who Never Felt Free. Now, Daniel was in his 30s, working in a busy office. His colleagues knew him as the quiet one. He never joined after-work drinks. He avoided eye contact in meetings. He spoke only when asked, and even then, his words were measured, cautious. Inside, Daniel longed for connection. He wanted to laugh freely. He wanted to trust. But the ghost of his childhood whispered, "Don't. If you open up, they'll hurt you, just like before." And so he lived, like a prisoner of memories he could never forget. Part 3. The Unexpected Spark. Then, one ordinary Tuesday, something unusual happened. Daniel was assigned to mentor a new intern. Her name was Emily, bright, curious, and full of questions. On the first day, she noticed Daniel's silence. "You don't talk much, do you?" she said with a smile. Daniel froze. He felt exposed. But Emily didn't mock him. She didn't push. Instead, she added softly, "That's okay. Sometimes silence says more than words." For the first time in years, Daniel felt seen. Not judged, not ridiculed, just accepted. Part 4. The Moment of Release. Weeks went by. Emily kept showing up with kindness, patience, and a lightness that reminded Daniel of what life could be. One evening, while walking out of the office, it suddenly rained. They ran under the same umbrella, laughing as the storm drenched their shoes. And Daniel, without realizing, laughed too. A real laugh, not forced, not careful. It startled him. Emily turned to him, smiling. "See? There's more to you than you let the world see." That night, Daniel lay awake. For the first time, he questioned the ghost that ruled his life. Was he still that little boy, trapped in a house of anger and silence? Or was he now a man, free to choose differently? Tears rolled down his face, and with them, the first layer of his shadow began to dissolve. Part 5. The Healing. Healing didn't happen overnight. Daniel didn't suddenly become the loudest person in the room, but he started with small steps, saying good morning before others did, joining one office lunch, sharing a memory, not a painful one, but a light one. And each time, he discovered something shocking. The world did not punish him for speaking. People listened. Some even smiled. For the first time, Daniel felt maybe he belonged. The lesson. Daniel's story teaches us something powerful. You see, childhood shadows are heavy. They cling to us, whispering lies that we carry into adulthood. But the truth is this: the past cannot be changed, but it also cannot dictate who we are forever. Healing begins the moment we dare to question the voice of our past. The moment we let in a little kindness, a little laughter, a little light. Daniel didn't erase his childhood scars, but he learned something far more important. Scars don't mean you're broken. Scars mean you survived. So let me ask you, what shadow from your childhood still follows you today? And what would happen if you stopped running from it and instead turned to face it with courage? Remember, the past is a chapter. It's not the whole book. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next story might just change your life.